Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for the day: a Richmond man is behind bars for a burglary at a liquor store here in town. Plus, a local police department is gearing up for the Christmas season, and authorities are still looking for a missing Danville woman. We've also got a look at the weather with Sam and your sports report with Michael Watkins. That's all coming up today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, Richmond Police responded to a possible commercial burglary at a liquor store on West Water Street in Richmond in the early morning hours of Sunday. Officers say they found a window pushed out of the business and an attempt to gain entry just before 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Officers checked the business surveillance system and saw a vehicle enter the parking lot. Officers say that they then observed a male approach the business and use a chair in an attempt to break in. The suspect, identified as 22-year-old Caden Ellington, also tried to force the drive-through window up, according to police. Ellington's vehicle, a red Ford Taurus, was identified from further investigation, leading to the arrest. Ellington was charged with third-degree burglary and second-degree criminal mischief. This next story is a hard one. Last Thursday, Berea police arrested a man on animal cruelty-related charges. According to the arrest citation, officers were dispatched around 11:30 to a residence on Mary Street in Berea after receiving a report of shots fired. The complaint reportedly told police that his stepson, David Hodson Jr., had shot and killed his dog. At the scene, the victim informed police he was in his bedroom when he heard Hodson wrestling with the dog in the living room. The victim went to the room and saw Hodson on a couch grabbing the dog. The victim's 2 young children were also on the couch. When the victim asked what was happening, Hodson said the dog had lunged at one of the children and that he would shoot the dog. Hodson, according to the victim, retrieved a firearm and pointed the weapon at the dog, now standing in the middle of the room in front of the couch. Hodson, according to the citation, shot 1 round at the dog. The dog ran into the room where it died of that gunshot wound. Police spoke with Hodson, who corroborated the victim's story, saying that the dog had tried to bite one of his sons. Officers also spoke with the victim's son. The son, according to the citation, had heard the argument about shooting the dog from his room. He went to the kitchen where he could see Hodson in the living room pointing the gun and then shooting that dog. Hodson was arrested on charges of first-degree wanton endangerment, discharge of a firearm, torture of a dog or a cat, and second-degree cruelty to animals. Was taken to the Madison County Detention Center. On to some better news. Jessamine County law enforcement officers are gearing up for their annual Cops and Kids event on Saturday. It's a heartwarming initiative aimed to strengthen the bond between law enforcement and the community. The program offers over 200 children from across the county the opportunity to enjoy a $150 shopping spree at Walmart. Children are selected based on need from various schools within the county. Deputy Matt Little, president of the Jessamine County Fraternal Order of Police, emphasizes the importance of fostering positive relationships between law enforcement and the community, especially for children. He explains a lot of kids see us on bad days, bad situations. We want the kids in the community to realize that cops, law enforcement, firemen, any kind of emergency personnel are here to help. The impact of this program extends beyond the children. It also deeply affects the law enforcement community itself. Many officers willingly volunteer their time, even on their days off, to participate in the event. Retired first responders also actively contribute to the condition. It's a feel-good story there out of Jessamine County. Another difficult story here. Richmond Police arrested 2 people last Wednesday for their involvement in a sexual abuse of a juvenile. According to the arrest citation, officers were called on November the 26th to a residence at Spurlin Trailer Park in response to a child sexual abuse complaint. The 17-year-old victim told police that her mother's boyfriend, Michael Abney, had molested her on multiple occasions, beginning when she was in elementary school and throughout her teenage years. The victim told that her mother, Della Rose, that what was occurring and said she no longer wanted to be alone with Abney. According to the victim, Abney denied the allegations when questioned by Rose. Rose reportedly did not believe the victim and allowed the victim to be alone with Abney. An examination of the victim's cell phone revealed messages between her and Rose, where the victim shared screenshots of Abney sending her messages of a sexual nature. Rose, the citation states, did nothing with that information. When investigators presented the victim's text messages to Rose, she allegedly stated that she didn't know what had been going on at the time and that she might have forgotten to deal with the issue. Rose went on to deny any wrongdoing and claimed the victim was retaliating against her. Abney was also apprehended on an unrelated warrant and taken to the police department for questioning. According to the arrest citation, Abney denied the victim's allegations and stated that the text messages had been fabricated. Rose was charged with first-degree criminal abuse, first-degree rape complicity, and first-degree sexual abuse complicity. Abney was charged with first-degree sodomy of a victim under the age of 12, first-degree rape, and first-degree sexual abuse. Additionally, Abney was charged with unrelated warrant in the 30 counts of possessing a matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor under the age of 12. Rose and Abney were both lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Well, the search continues for Jennifer Hawkins, a 53-year-old nurse who vanished last week. Hawkins was last seen leaving Baptist Health Lexington on November the 26th. Her car was later found at a Danville McDonald's, but there's been no sign of her since. Hawkins is a nurse at the Federal Prison Medical Center in Lexington. She is deaf and wears a hearing aid, which adds to the concern for her safety. Authorities are urging anyone with information about Hawkins' whereabouts to come forward. They are particularly interested in any sightings of her in the Danville area. If you have any information on just to where her whereabouts, you're asked to please contact your local law enforcement immediately. Well, we have a follow-up to a story we brought you yesterday out of Franklin County. Local authorities responded to a report of gunfire on Leathers Lane around 1 a.m. Sunday, where they discovered a teenage victim suffering from a gunshot wound. Despite immediate medical attention, the victim, whose identity has still not publicly been disclosed, that victim succumbed to their injuries. Following a thorough investigation, Franklin County Sheriff's Office has made a significant breakthrough, and a 14-year-old suspect has been arrested in connection with that fatal shooting. While the arrest marks a crucial step in the case, the investigation remains ongoing as authorities work to piece together the circumstances surrounding that tragic shooting. Well, a Georgetown bank employee has been accused of stealing money from customers. Reportedly, this happened in October at the Fifth Third Bank on Lawson Drive. According to the arrest citation, 27-year-old Kendra Abner has been accused of 2 business checks from the bank's night deposit box and putting the money into her boyfriend's account. Allegedly, she would withdraw the cash with the bank's ATM. Abner was arrested on November the 13th. In her citation, she reportedly admitted to stealing the checks. She was charged with theft of identity of another without consent, theft by unlawful taking or money greater than $1,000 but less than $10,000, and third-degree criminal possession of a forged instrument. She's lodged in the Scott County Detention Center. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got the weather that is coming up next here live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer
and Gus and Petey
from Hickson Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Another frigid day out there in the bluegrass. We've got Sam in the Weather Center going to take a look at that forecast.
Hi, thanks, Gwendolyn. Yeah, we're going to have some big changes on the way here just over the next 48 hours with a fast-moving Clipper system passing by along the north and an Arctic front back here that's going to slam into us as early as tomorrow late evening, maybe into the overnight, and bring about an abrupt change. So out ahead of it, strong winds here for the day Wednesday, folks. Well, batten down the hatches. Here's a look at the wind gusts. So here we are, and this starts 6 a.m. Wednesday to 6 p.m. Wednesday. All that purple are wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Now, it's out of the southwest, and then it dives down out of the northwest going into the day Thursday. And again, that's going to bring in that little chunk of Arctic air. So here's the coldest of the Arctic air. And notice, not up to the north, but it slides right over us briefly into the day Thursday. And we kind of stay with this cooler pattern into the day Friday, but the winds will diminish a bit. So not only will it bring in the Arctic air, but we'll have a wind chill Thursday. So Thursday is going to be just blustery and cold. And along with that, could have a little rain snow mix here into the midday hours, just a couple drips, not expecting much on Wednesday, and then changing over to a dusting of snow Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. So Thursday morning, that's when all the changes come. It's going to be blustery Thursday, some scattered flurries Thursday, maybe a dusting of snow during the overnight and into the morning on Thursday. So just be aware of that, but it's going to be blowing around pretty good. Don't think we'll have much accumulation. There's potential there for a few tenths of an inch. So if it does stick, we could get a little bit of slick spots in a few parts. We'll be down low 20s, mid 40s Wednesday with that stiff wind out of the south, again gusting near 40 miles per hour throughout the day, all the way through the evening. And then here comes the change. That Arctic front Wednesday night, some scattered flurries, it quickly clears. Down around 24 for a high, but a wind chill. Then at moderating temperatures.
Thanks, Sam. Those are some very cold temperatures heading our way. If you want to take a look at that full forecast, you can do that anytime at WBONTV.com. Well, a 25-year-old man, Vincent Fleming, has been arrested and charged with murder in Letcher County. The victim, 23-year-old Renata Bailey, was tragically killed due to blunt force trauma. Bailey's family is devastated by the loss of their daughter. Her mother, Christy Smith, described Bailey as kind-hearted, an intelligent young woman who dreamed of becoming a nurse. Fleming is currently incarcerated at the Letcher County Jail. His arraignment is scheduled for December the 4th. Well, the Appalachian Regional Commission, or ARC, has awarded $14.5 million to 5 collaborative multi-state projects on Tuesday. Over $11 million in grants will be allocated to projects in Kentucky. The funding is intended to stimulate significant economic transformation. A substantial portion of the grants will be directed toward projects in eastern Kentucky and southwest Virginia. Mountain State Education Service Cooperative will receive just over $7 million to implement an innovative workforce stimulation model in middle schools across Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. Additionally, Morehead State University will be awarded nearly $4 million to develop an aerospace workforce in Kentucky and West Virginia. The ARC federal co-chair Gail Manchin highlighted the significance of these investments, stating that they will not only assist Appalachian residents in securing employment and advancing their careers, but also enable them to continue living in the places they cherish. Well, copper thieves targeting businesses in Letcher County and Clay counties disrupted services over Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Multiple incidents occurred near Jenkins and Letcher County, close to the Virginia-Kentucky border. Kinetic technicians worked quickly to restore services, but faced challenges due to the remote location, weather conditions, and that difficult terrain. In Clay County, Kinetic crews responded to numerous service interruptions in the Manchester area to encourage information leading to the arrest and conviction of those responsible for these copper thefts. Kinetic officials are offering a reward of up to $10,000. Individuals with any information are urged to contact your local law enforcement, or you can contact Kinetic at 855-268-2211. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Michael Watkins up next with your sports report right here live at 5.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our lineup of dependable trucks and become part of the winning tradition.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com. Welcome back to Live at 5. Girls basketball dominates the storylines in today's Mammoth Bar and Girls Sports Report. At least last night began in the season for local basketball teams at the high school level. Michael will recap those games today. Plus, a player for the EKU women's team is making a name for herself, just 7 games removed from playing high school ball herself. Let's check in with Michael on today's Mammoth Bar and Girls Sports Report.
It's a cold Tuesday here in Richmond, and it's a great time to tune in to the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. And 3 of our local high school basketball teams got their season started last night, with Madison Central, Madison Southern, and the Berea girls all hitting the road for season openers, but only one coming back with a win. The Madison Central Lady Indians knocked off Pulaski County last night to win their first game of the season, knocking off Lady Maroons 73-54. Central came out of the gate quickly, forcing turnovers and turning those into points with easy buckets at the other end, on their way to a 24-14 lead after the first quarter. The second quarter was much of the same, with the team once again clamping down on defense, leading to a 12-point advantage at the break, 40-28. And they went on to coast to that 19-point win. For the Lady Indians, the win versus Pulaski County was their first win versus the Lady Maroons since 2007, with 4 losses sandwiched in between last night and December 18th of 07. Natea Strader led the way with 30 points in the win, showing that she is ready to take that next step as one of the top players in the 11th region. Brittany Campbell added 13 points, as did Jordan Miles, and Cameron Ridrikoff scored 9. The first home game for Central will take place Thursday night versus Great Crossing. Both Madison Southern and Berea's girls teams started out 0-1 out of the gate, with Lady Eagles losing to Wayne County 48-30. Lacey Sandlin scored more than half of the team's points with a 16-point night. And for Berea, Lady Pirates suffered defeat, losing to Barberville 40-26. They were led in scoring by Kelsey Sloan, who had 10. Tonight, many of the boys' teams will begin play, with Madison Central's boys also making a trip to Pulaski County, trying to do what the girls did last night. Madison Southern will play at Collins, while Berea's boys look to start hot with a win on the road at Heritage Academy. Well, EKU women's basketball freshman guard Liz Freihofer was named the Atlantic Sun Conference Freshman and Newcomer of the Week after scoring 39 points across 3 games last week. Freihofer logged 2 career-high 17-point performances in back-to-back wins over Maryville College and Northern Kentucky to close out the week. On the week, she scored 39 points, going 14 for 22 from the floor and 7 for 13 from 3. She also added 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block to her tally for the week. And EKU picked up 3 wins against Hampton, Maryville College, and NKU to continue its 5-game winning streak entering the month of December. In a 76-point win over Maryville last Wednesday, Freihofer went 6 for 10 from the floor, totaling 17 points, and knocked down 2 threes to give the Colonels its second largest margin of victory over an opponent in program history. The freshman brought down a career-best 6 rebounds and added 3 assists in that win as well. On Saturday, she recorded her second straight 17-point game, going 6 for 8 from the floor with a career-best 4 three-pointers against NKU. In her return to her hometown, Freihofer's performance powered the Colonels to a 9-point win over their in-state rival, and after being down double digits late in the second half. This season, Freihofer has excelled as EKU's first player off the bench, averaging 9.4 points per game, over 2.6 rebounds, and has a team-leading 18 three-pointers. She's also shooting 38% from beyond the arc. After her performances last week, Fraunhofer is top 100 in the country and top 3 in the ASUN Conference in made three-pointers. Monday's weekly awards are the first of her career and first of the season for the Colonels, who are now 6-3 overall and 6-1 over non-Power 5 opponents. EKU women's basketball will return to action on December 11th in the Aloha State facing Hawaii High-Low. Tip-off for that game is scheduled for midnight Eastern Time and can be viewed live on the Pac West Network. For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 news team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings, and log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. Some sad news out of Letcher County. Edison G. Banks II, a longtime public servant and longest-serving Republican officeholder in that county's history, has passed away. Banks served as Commonwealth's attorney for 24 years, dedicating his career to serving the people of Letcher County. Prior to his role as the Commonwealth's attorney, he served as an assistant Commonwealth's attorney and maintained a private law practice. In 2014, Banks received the Outstanding Commonwealth's Attorney Award, testament to his dedication and service. Funeral arrangements are in the works for Edison Banks II. Thanks so much for joining us today. Live at 5. Looks like it is going to get cold again out there. Make sure you're bundling up and stay weather aware. This is the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting, 100.7 The Coyote, and of course WBON TV.com. Have a wonderful afternoon, and of course I'll see you tomorrow live at 5.